Hi guys! So today's video is going to be a Valentine's Day tutorial. This one is going to be very feminine. Well, the idea I have in my head, I want to make it really girly and feminine, but kind of more full on. Typically I do like softer Valentine's looks, but figure how many times in your life can you have the glitter on your eyes, match your hair and your background at the same time? So I decided to take advantage of it and just do more of like a really rosy, sparkly look today. This is kind of a once in a lifetime opportunity, so I gotta take advantage of it. I hope you guys understand. So before I just keep on yammering on and on, cause girl, trust me, I could yammer on and on. I'm just gonna get started. Do me a favor, make sure you're subscribed to my channel. It's really easy. All you gotta do is a little clicky click, a little button down there, and that way you never miss a video from me in the future. And also give this video a thumbs up if you like what you see. Really quick, I wanna show you guys what I use to prep my skin today because I haven't really talked about skincare in like a hot minute. So I use the Tatcha Camellia Gold Beauty Oil. This one has like the little gold flecks in there. And I really love this stuff. It's just amazing. It's a very luxurious feeling beauty oil and it just feels like so silky on the skin. I love it. Sometimes the filming is hard. So I'm gonna be priming my lids with the MAC Soft Ochre paint pot, and I love this because it makes your eyeshadows show up really vivid. It can be a little thick on the skin, so what I like to do is just apply it and then kind of blend it out and thin it out with a beauty blender. Oh snap, I forgot to mention this at the top of the video, but I am going to be using a few of the new Colourpop pressed powder eyeshadows today. They are $5 each. Let me rewind that. They're $5 each. There's actually a couple more than I have in here in the little like quads. They have 2 quads, I believe, and I think one that came out with the Amanda Steele collection. But these colors are just so pigmented. I couldn't even believe it. I was swatching them out the other day and I was just sitting on the floor in the middle of this room like reevaluating all my life decisions because these are $5 eyeshadows and look at the pigmentation on these bad boys. Like it is just crazy. This is the blue down here. They're just so beautiful and so creamy. So just to get me started here, I want to set my eye base and I'm going to use this one called Hear Me Out, and I'm going to tap that across my crease line with this Real Techniques setting brush. So right now I'm just looking for a nice lighter, soft, rosy transition shadow for this look. So I'm going to be starting off with this shade called Innocent from the Tarteist Pro palette just because it's nice and light. So I have this Kiko blending brush and I'm going to get that shadow just on one side of it and then take that side and face it upwards, like up towards the ceiling. Okay, we're going to tap off your brush. I'm going to take all these colors and really blend them down onto the lid and work them onto the outer corner and wing them out so we don't have any bare spots when we go to apply our glitter. But I'm really going to take this color and just diffuse it almost all the way up to my eyebrow. So I'm just going to keep working that on. It's really buildable. So I'm just deepening up the crease, especially in this outer corner. You can just kind of get it on the side of the brush and like push it right there where you want it. I do want to infuse a bit more pink. So I'm going to take this color right here. This is called Cupcake by Makeup Geek, and just kind of mush it around the edges. Sometimes I do a look and I really want the colors to be in a certain spot and I want it to be very segmented, but for this one I'm just gonna smush everything all together. I'm just gonna go around the edges and kind of diffuse that first color out with this shade. And I know I did tell you guys I was gonna give you all a little taste of these Colourpop shadows, so I'm gonna use this one. This is called Popular Demand, and it's kind of a mauve tone brown. So I'm just gonna work that into this outer corner, and it does pull purple, so it's gonna work really well with these rosy tones that we are working with today. You can see how pigmented this color is. This is crazy. I don't even know how you manufacture an eyeshadow for $5 that looks this good. I really don't. I love to know the secrets. Someday I will find out the secrets. But we're just almost packing that into the crease in a way and onto the outer part of the lid there. And I'm gonna take some more of that Innocent shadow by Tarte and just sort of scoot it around here. This one is called Made to Last. This is a really unique color. It's a little bit purple, it's a little bit mauve, but kind of gray and brown all at the same time. So I'm gonna use this I'm gonna place that on my lid just to give my lid a little bit more color. I don't know what to do with my arm. ever reflector right here, and I'm just like, where am I going with my elbow, girl? I'm just gonna take a little bit more of this cupcake shadow. I'm honestly barely touching my skin here, but it just sort of fills in any gaps that you might have, like where the other warmer colors weren't fusing together. Sometimes picking a different tone shadow can just really help fill those in nice and evenly. I'm gonna take this Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in light medium. Just create an edge on the top of my lid. I didn't want this to be a cut crease, but I want there to be a bit of a defined line where my glitter stops. And sometimes the easiest way to do that is to map it out with another color first, or a little bit of concealer. So that is what I'm doing here. What I like to do is open my eyes all the way, and then you can see exactly where like the fold of your lid hits, and it'll like make a little mark and kind of stamp it. And then you can just go back and retrace that line. You dig? I'm gonna take this one called Come and Get It. This is actually like a golden purple almost. And this brush I've been using is by NYX. It's a little flat concealer brush. And I'm just packing it right over top of where we placed that concealer. Okay, cool. I don't know why I'm whispering. So it's nice to have a color that is similar. That's just gonna give you a nice smooth transition from like this inner corner to right here where we're gonna put our glitter. I'm just gonna go back to Popular Demand and get that on a brush that is a packable type of brush, something dense, and just put that right there just to blend this outer edge. All right, kids, we're getting somewhere. Now I need to take a deep breath because it's glitter time. It's glitter time. So the glitter I'm going to be using for this look today is this gorgeous glitter. I showed this on Snapchat. I'll put my Snapchat name right here. It's my full name. This is the glitter pot in the shade Pink Jewel, and it's so pretty. It's just like the best pink, and like I said, the Motives glitters are a little bit thicker, so they're kind of chunkier, but in a good chunky way. So what I am going to do first is take this Motives glitter glue, which has a doe foot applicator. I really want this glitter to be in a precise spot, so I'm gonna use my brush to apply it. It's just the same one that I used for the eyeshadow and the concealer. Using our brush to actually apply the glue is really gonna help the glitter stick to the brush, so you don't have as much fallout, you don't have as much cleanup when you go to apply your foundation. Oh, you guys seeing this, or is it just me? Because this is the prettiest color ever. I love this stuff. Laying that on pretty thick. Okay, so you just want to try not to open your eye too much while the glitter is drying. One downside of doing it this way, I just realized, is that you may need to, well, you're definitely going to need to use another brush. But I feel like I like the result I'm getting, so I think it's worth it. Okay, so then one little trick I've been using lately when I want to do a glitter look, because inevitably it's just going to end up on your face. Like, that's just the way the cookie crumbles. I'll just take some Scotch tape, make a little donut like this, and just pick up some of that glitter. It works really well. You're gonna end up with some fallout unless you like shellac your eyelid over top of the glitter, which ain't nobody gonna do that. So I'm gonna use a makeup wipe to just kind of clear anything else that might be trying to hang on for dear life. So now moving on to my foundation, I'm gonna start off by applying my Marc Jacobs Coconut Primer. And then for foundation, I'm mixing together my Too Faced Born This Way foundation in Natural Beige with just a little teeny tiny dollop of vanilla just to color match it to my current skin tone. And if you're wondering what this little handy dandy sponge is that I'm using, this is actually Ofra's new, like their version of a beauty blender, and I love it. It's my favorite non-actual beauty blender brand makeup sponge I've ever used. So I'm gonna go ahead and do you guys a little favor, do my brows off camera, and I will be back to finish up this look. So I'm gonna take my Benefit Erase Paste in number 2 medium and just push that into the darkest part of my dark circles. Okay, so then I'm gonna finish up using my Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Custard. Uh-oh. That's either a ghost or a biscuit.
Who is it?
Or somebody robbing my house.
Oh, is it a biscuit? Hi.
Then I'm just gonna take my sponge and roll it right into this Laura Mercier Loose Translucent Setting Powder and just press it right on in there. Apparently I just decided to really go in with my setting powder today. Okay. And this is a Kat Von D brush, number 40. It's really perfect for, it's a great shape for getting right out here and perfecting the edge, because even though I didn't want it to be too sharp, so I didn't want to use tape, but I don't want it, you know, I want it to be nice and precise at the same time. Then I'm just setting my face using this MAC Studio Fix powder in NC42. So I'm just gonna take Gimme Sun by MAC, which looks like this. My mirror situated here. And sometimes I'll just do this while I am letting my setting powder bake and sink in. It doesn't really get in the way, you can kind of work around it. And if you dust some off, it's no big deal because you're just gonna be dusting it off anyways. So then I'm gonna take this Morphe 426 brush and dust away the excess powder and kind of press it in. What I'm actually gonna do is take Rodeo Drive by Ofra Cosmetics. I like to do a little bit of this before I do my blush, because when you blend your blush into it, it just gives a glowy look. So I'll do this first. I was actually gonna use my Morphe palette, but I thought I would use this Sweet Peach Glow palette by Too Faced. Oh, don't mind me, I'm just gonna sit here and inhale this thing. I have not used this yet, so we'll see what it does. So I'm gonna pick up the center color here. It looks like it's gonna be a little bit glowy, which is what I'm looking for. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, it's like the perfect peach blush right here. I don't want it to get too orange, I just definitely wanted something that was gonna balance out and have a little bit of contrast with those pink tones on the eyes. Okay, so I just switched to this Kat Von D brush. This is 25. This is more of like a foundation type brush, but I just like to pack on the highlight with this. It's soft enough that it really does blend it out a little bit, but it still gives you an intense highlight. So I'm gonna take Ofra Blissful, which is really pretty. It's like a pink champagne, so I think it's perfect for this look. Right here, or maybe a little much right here. Apply that into my inner corners to highlight my tear duct. This is a gel liner from Sigma Beauty. This is called Liberally Toasted. It's a nice brown shade, but it's not too warm and orangey. I'm just gonna do a really soft feather light wing to kind of accentuate my eyes, and then apply this into my lower waterline. I like that. So I was really being fickle with my lashes today, and I just could not find a pair that I was feeling. So I decided to try these. And you guys, they're pretty amazing. They're the Salon Perfect 614s. Never tried them before, but I'm already loving them. And then just to finish off the lower lash line, I'm gonna go in with this color called Bel Air. This is one of the Colourpop individuals. Okay, and then I'm gonna finish off with my Tarte Tarteist Lash Paint Mascara, just because I can't find the other one I've been using. Also, I couldn't find my House of Lashes lash glue, so I was using Duo, and it takes a little bit longer to dry. So I was holding my lashes in front of my heating vent. The things you don't see in a video. Then for my final trick, I am going to be applying a lip color. I think I'm gonna go with something just like a peachy nude matte color. I think even like a neutral cool tone soft pink would be really pretty, but I just think with my hair and everything it might be a little too much. So I'm gonna start off with this Ofra liquid lipstick in the shade Bel Air. I really need chapstick so bad, but I'm not gonna get up and go get it. That is the epitome of laziness right there. I will suffer through the burn. Yep, should have got the chapstick. This is a big moment, okay? I'm not using a liner. I'm not using, oh, I really want to use a liner. I'm not going to use a liner. I'm not using a lighter color either. Alright guys, so that is it for this look. I really hope you enjoyed this. And I think that's everything I had to tell you for today. I hope you have an amazing Valentine's Day, whether you're hanging out with your significant other, or you do like a girls' night out, because let's just be honest, that can be just as fun. I love Valentine's Day. Like, I love hanging out with Josh, but we don't go crazy for Valentine's Day. Usually we do what we love to do normally, which is just sit on the couch and watch movies and cook food at home. So we like to keep it chill around here. I don't know if you've noticed, but I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching. I love you guys so much, and I will see you very soon in my next one. Bye.